Hello guys, this is Stephanie from A Design in Between, and today I wanted to show you how to create a digital seamless pattern on Adobe Illustrator. If you don't have Illustrator already, do a quick online search for Illustrator's 7-day free trial to follow along. So, once you have Adobe Illustrator open, let's start. Let's begin by opening up a new document. Go to your top left, hit File, New or Control N or Command M. And let's go ahead and name our new document. Let's name it New Pattern or whatever you'd like. We're going to go ahead and leave our dimensions as 12 by 12 inches. You can always adjust that if you'd like. And leave the artboard set to 1. But as you can see, you can have as many artboards as you'd like. So under the advanced options, let's go to color mode and make sure it is set to CMYK color. CMYK color is perfect for any files that are going to be printed. RGB color is best for anything that is screen related or for websites. So we'll leave that there and leave our raster effect as 300 ppi. Let's go ahead and hit create. Perfect. Now we have our new document, the blank artboard. Let's go ahead and drag our art in there. Control C. Perfect. Now we have our artwork in our new artboard, and we're going to go ahead and place this on our top left. You'll go ahead and see why in a minute. I'll leave this here. And we also want to go ahead and show our rulers, so that's Control R or Command R on your keyboard as shortcuts, and you'll go ahead and see that our artboard is 12 inches, 12 by 12. And this is important to remember, as it will come in handy for when you're creating your seamless pattern. So I'm going to go ahead and just move my artwork around a bit. Okay, so now what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to go ahead and select all of this and move it to the right side, 12 inches. So on your keyboard, go ahead and hit Shift Control M or Shift Command M. This is going to go ahead and bring out the Move toolbar. Or you can also go ahead and select that, hit Object, Transform, and hit Move. And it'll go ahead and bring that out again. Bring out the Move toolbar. Or Shift Control M or Shift Command M. We're going to hit 12 and 0. So we're going to want to move this horizontally 12 inches, and we're going to set the vertical to 0. Always hit preview so you can see where it is that your artwork is going to move. And let's hit copy. If you are to hit OK, it's just going to move it and it's not going to make a copy. So we don't want that. We want to keep it on the left side as well. So there you have it. The artwork on the left side moved perfectly 12 inches to the right. Now we're going to go ahead and do the same to the top. Let's move this a bit here. Separate this. Shift Control M or Object Transform Move. Now we're going to move this down, so we're going to hit horizontal 0 and vertical 12. Always hit preview so you can see where your art is moving. Hit copy, and there you have it. Moved vertically 12 inches. So now you're going to have this little white space. Let's go ahead and fill this up. Okay, perfect. Now our artboard is filled up pretty evenly. I don't want to add too much. Now what we're going to do, we're going to select all of our art and group it. So you go ahead and select it and hit Command G, or right click and hit group, and everything will be grouped. Okay. Now we're gonna place our artwork into a rectangle, size 12 by 12, the size of our artboard. So now we're gonna hit the M button, or to create a rectangle, it's 12 by 12, hit OK. There you have it. Or go here on the left side, right click, select rectangle tool, left click, and go ahead and adjust the width and the height to the size of your artboard. Always hit OK, and now we can go ahead and align this to the middle. If you don't see these tools here, you will see this here as align, or under Windows, align, and it'll pop up. So I just left this black just so you guys could see the rectangle, but we really want to remove the fill. So let's go ahead and just drag the stroke into the fill, and that's going to make our rectangle transparent. Let's make sure this rectangle is set to the back. Now let's go ahead and select our artwork that has been grouped. Hit Control X or Command X. And now we're going to go ahead and place our artwork into our rectangle. There is a little button on the left side called Draw Inside, which is right below here. And you're going to hit Command V or Control V, and it's going to paste your artwork inside your rectangle. So when you do this, some things sometimes tend to shift, so just make sure there's nothing, make sure that this isn't passed over here, this isn't passed here, or else things won't flow seamlessly, and you don't want that. So now our artwork is inside our rectangle. Now what we're going to go ahead and do is create another rectangle with color this time. So let's go ahead and get our eyedropper tool. That's I, or you go here, eyedropper, click on the right click, I. Now M to create a rectangle, the size of your artboard, which would be 12 by 12, hit OK. Now let's align this to the middle. We always want to make sure things are aligned, and the way we make sure is we go to transform, put the reference point to your top left, and make sure that the X and Y are set to 0. So this will assure you that your rectangle is centered perfectly and your file will be repeated seamlessly. So let's send our rectangle to the back. That's Shift Control left bracket or Shift Command left bracket. We're going to select all of this and group it. So that's Command G, Control G, or right click, and you will see group here. Okay, perfect. Now what we want to go ahead and do is we're going to expand the fill and the stroke. So that way when we crop it, we won't have anything on the edges, and it'll be a perfect file. So select all of this, hit Object, expand, make sure the fill and the stroke are selected, hit OK. Now we can go ahead and go to the Pathfinder on the right side. If you don't find it on the right side, go to Windows, Pathfinder, and it'll pop up. There you go. Make sure this is selected, and now we're going to hit crop. Perfect. Now let's go ahead and drag our pattern into our swatches panel. Again, if it's not on the right side, go to Windows, Swatches, and it'll pop up. So let's drag this into our swatches panel, and now You can go ahead and grab any shape. Let's grab a star. Fill our shape with our pattern. And now, so let me go ahead and make a rectangle 56 by 36, which is normally the dimensions of a yard of fabric. And there you have it. A perfectly seamless digital file. And if you ever see that there's a couple of spaces that could be filled in, just go back and adjust accordingly. Now let's make sure we always save our work. So let's go ahead, File, Save As, New Pattern is fine, Adobe Illustrator, Save, that is fine. I do want to replace it. So now once you've saved your pattern, let's go ahead and save this as a PNG. So hit File, Export, Export As. Make sure your file type is saved PNG. Click Use Artboards, and we are going to save artboard number 1. Hit Export. Let's make sure that the resolution is set to 300 and hit OK. So there you have it. You created your first digital seamless pattern on Adobe Illustrator. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for more. Thanks for watching.